Okay, welcome everyone. So excited to a Happy Mouth Zoom that is going to talk about Happy Mouth in general, but how does this relate to your money and your life? I mean, really? Apart from the fact that going to the dentist costs lots of money and Happy Mouth will save you money, what is it about Happy Mouth and your money flows and your life? And let's have some fun with that. I'm happy to answer questions as we go. Oops, there's another person waiting to come in. Okay, so some of you know me, some of you don't. I am Shauna Teakin. I'm an Australian, as you can tell. Hopefully you're hearing me in your language. If you're not, pop a message in the chat. We have Hungarian, we have German, we have Czech, Romanian. Good. No comment so far. Good. And so I have been working with Dr. Tom Colso, who put together the Happy Mouth program for almost 5 years now. And a lot of you know my story that I was already an Access Consciousness certified facilitator and 3-day body class facilitator when I was having some huge issues with my own teeth and mouth. And at that time, so now I'm 61 now, so I was mid-50s, about 55. I'd always had nice teeth. I didn't have many cavities growing up. I didn't have any fillings as a child. Oh, okay, Hungarian language link. Hopefully Christina is on. We will get that for you, whoever doesn't have the link. It should have been in your responder email when you signed up. Just check that. And so, yeah, to find myself, you know, I'm aware that I have funny little teeth and my teeth have never been super white, but they're nice and even. Oh, thank you. There's Hungarian translation. And suddenly I found myself with a lot of decay, a lot of problems in my mouth. And I had some surgery to remove impacted wisdom teeth. And I took a lot of antibiotics to try and calm down the infections I have. And then after I had the surgery, there were continuing problems, and that's when I came to Happy Mouth. And I had startling results, getting my mum to run the points on my head. And I've talked about that a lot in all our various free Zooms, and I can put you onto those. I'm not going to take up our time talking about that now. So here's the thing though. Having problems with your teeth is not necessarily because you've been a bad person. It is not necessarily that you have eaten too many sweets, lollies, chocolates or starches. That can be a factor. It is not always that you haven't been cleaning your teeth enough. That can be a factor too. So in Happy Mouth we say, you have to clean your teeth, and you should be flossing your teeth with the floss and using those tiny little brushes between your teeth. Your body actually loves it when you clean your teeth softly and gently. It's like having a massage. I guess it's a self-massage. But one of the many things that changed for me with having my Happy Mouth systems activated was that I began to very much enjoy, it's a pleasure to me to gently brush my teeth. And I have a little short fold-up toothbrush that I travel with, so I can brush my teeth at lunchtime if I want to, or if I'm traveling on a plane. So self-care is a large part of what we bring your awareness to with Happy Mouth. And I'll explain what I mean more about that in a moment. Okay, there's some noise on the line, but I'm not sure what that is. Translators, please let me know if I talk too fast or if my funny Australian accent is not coming across well, and I'll try and slow down. There's Jindriska, let her in. So let me just give you a brief description of what is this strange thing called Happy Mouth. Happy Mouth is a series of points on the head. Now we have 17 of these points, and they must be activated by another person for you. That other person doesn't have to be a certified practitioner of happy mouth. Like me, it can be your mum, it can be your son, your next door neighbor. But you do need another person to find the points accurately. And with the happy mouth points, we actually massage them a little bit, or we hold them. So many of you might be familiar with the Access Consciousness bars, which is wonderful. And we highly recommend that you get your bars run. They delete energies out of the body. Happy mouth points activate systems, so they're very different. And whereas you might touch a bar point very, very lightly, barely touching at all, with happy mouth, you do press a bit and you can rub and massage. So let's all massage a point, shall we? I'll give you a point right now. I'm going to show you the Dontal Generative System point. Dontal, not dental. Dontal is the word that resonates with the energy of this point. And I have a lot of hair, so it's kind of hard to show you, but you're going to rub a point that go to where your ear attaches your head, right there. And then 4 of your finger widths straight up, and then 1 fingertip forward. You will find that there's a little ditch there, a little concavity, exactly where your fingertip will fit. And on the other side, same. 4 fingers up. I can do it easily because I'm so used to it. Ouch. And it's often a little bit tender. Now, I said another person has to run your points for you in a session. That's true, but it feels awfully good to do some of your own. It's not quite the same, but it's still good. And I'm pushing quite hard and I'm going, oh, that's a bit tender. I have to let somebody else into the call. And while we're rubbing that, we just do it 2 to 3 minutes, no more. We say, initialize, activate, exponentialize the Dontal Generative System. It's very relaxing. Now this is like, and you can keep rubbing if you want to, I'm going to stop because I like talking with my hands, is the master point for the health of the whole mouth. So that is going to give your mouth, even now while we're talking about all of this stuff, and we'll run some clearings, going to start changing things for you. Some of the points on the head relate directly to physical things in the body. We have points to assist with bone density, very important. If you don't have strong bones in your jaw, your teeth are not held securely and firmly. But we've found activating the bone system in the body assists with bones all over the body. So there's a bone and lymph point. The lymphatic system is very important to the health of the mouth. We have points that will assist with your teeth rebuilding enamel if your enamel is wearing down, or if you've got a chip or a piece missing from a tooth. So we have purely physical activation points, and we have some points that actually increase your awareness. Very important. If you have more awareness of what choices you have made in the past and what choices you could be making for the future, many things will change. Whether it's relationships, whether it's money, whether it's business. We have points that we run in every single session that are called the receptor responder points. What were the 3 words I said before dental? Peter asks me. I said, initialize, activate, exponentialize. IAE. Okay. And so receptor responder points. Now, listen up carefully because these are the points that are going to give you some information about money. Receptor responder points are at the back of the head, back here. You run both at the same time, receptor, responder, receptor, responder. They are to do with your body receiving information, receiving awareness, and then responding appropriately. So for example, we have all of these systems naturally in our body to generate our bones, our gums, our teeth, everything fresh, our skin. They've gone dormant, or they're shut off. They've gone quiet. They're barely operating for most people. The Happy Mouth system is to activate those systems and get them going again. Receptor responder means that if you do chip a piece of tooth off, or your enamel is getting a little worn, your body receives that awareness and responds appropriately by rebuilding or remineralizing, or if it's gums, or if it's bone density. Your body should also be giving you awareness of what foods really don't agree with your body. And this is not like saying, nobody should eat wheat, or nobody should eat tomatoes. This is about what works for your body today. And your body should tell you quite clearly. Now, how does it tell you? It might tell you by you go to drink something. Here's my morning coffee because it's 5 a.m. here. And you have a natural, or you take a sip and you go, that's not what I need right now. But for most of us, we go, I need a coffee, glug, 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 and we drink it. Okay, receptor responder systems. I'm giving you quite a simple, we could do a whole hour just on receptor responders. However, what I have found, and what many other people have found getting their systems activated, is you just don't receive more information or more awareness. You start receiving more of everything. Now that can be quite intense at first, because when you receive more awareness, suddenly you're aware of what's going on in other people's bodies, in other people's worries, and the planet, and with trees, and with birds, and with animals. Your capacity to receive more of everything becomes expanded. And of course, what is our biggest what can I say, indicator of how your receiving is going? Well, it's money. It's not that money is the most important thing. And I'm not going on and on about money because it's all about the money. But money is one of those things that it's very easy to see if your receiving is expanding, if there's an ease with money. If you require something, you ask for it, and the money shows up for it, or the thing itself shows up. Somebody gives you a car or some clothes or some money or whatever. So money is one of those things that's very easy to see how expansive your world is becoming. Where are the receptor responder points? They're on the top of the head at the back there. That's what the class is for. If I had my manual here, I could show you. When you come to class, you get a manual with all of the head charts showing the location of the points. Okay? Excuse me. It takes 21 days of activating the points for a system to be fully activated. That is just how the body works. For the body to fully activate, you must have the points run every day for 21 days. It takes about 15 minutes, and you don't run all of the points in one session. You run the points that relate to whatever issues you're having with your mouth at the time. Now, the interesting thing is with Happy Mouth, whatever is not working in your life, whether it's your money flows or your health of your body or your relationships or your business, will eventually show up in your mouth. So we in Happy Mouth go for the purely physical things to set those activation systems up. We do a lot of verbal processing to clear energies. And we also have our own hands-on body processes that we use for getting new teeth to grow, for receded gums, for all kinds of amazing things. It's a very intense 3-day class. And I'll be live streaming that in a few weeks' time. So let us come back a little bit. From Marie. Can we use it and activate it also for kids? Yes, we highly recommend that if you have children, you begin running their points as soon as possible. Of course, because their mouth, their teeth, their jaws are still growing, you can set them up to have very few problems later on. And you know, it's almost an epidemic in the world for children to have braces, to get, I don't know another word for braces, what it is in your language, but one of the issues, one of the things that causes teeth to need braces to become jumbled is diet. We've found, and we're not the first ones to discover this, a highly alkaline diet leads to jumbled teeth, crowded teeth, teeth that are all over the place. A diet that is highly alkaline is the ideal. And that's nothing new. Highly alkaline is lots of fresh, crunchy vegetables, good quality protein, and not so much of the starches, as in breads, rice, pastries, cakes, potatoes. It's a very, and you could look up on the internet what's an alkaline diet look like. A highly alkaline diet will begin to give you some change. It takes a while, quite a while, to change teeth that are not aligned correctly, because we're talking about solidity here with the mouth. But if it's with a child, you can start them off having the best possibility of even teeth. And if you do have braces or your children have braces, we have hands-on processes, and with a change in diet, it moves things along very quickly. So the braces don't need to be on so long. Let me just wind back a little bit. Happy Mouth is not a replacement for seeing a dentist. I'm not a dentist. And even if I were, I'm not your dentist. So I can't give you specific dental advice. You need to find a dentist that you love, that you like, that you feel comfortable having them touch your private parts. Now that might sound crazy, but your mouth is a private part. It's a very intimate part of your body. There are many energies associated with the mouth. We'll talk about that in a moment. So it's important that you find a dentist you like. Ask around with your friends, use your awareness body. Do you like the idea of this dentist, the name? Makes a huge difference. And you really should go every 6 months for a checkup just to see how things are going, how they're coming along. What I find now is my dentist says things like, oh, not as much plaque as you used to get, is there? Not as much calculus. Oh, and I got some old fillings up here that I had as a teenager, so they've been there for 50 years. And she says to me, oh, we'll be watching those fillings. Maybe we'll have to do something about replacing those. And then the next 6 months, she says, oh, they're all right, aren't they? Yes, they are. Happy Mouth will begin to assist with everything you've got going on, including any dental work that you have done. One of the nice things is if you need a filling in your top 2 or your bottom 2, now I did because I chipped my front tooth doing something stupid when I was about 20. I tried to pull something, a shoelace actually, through my teeth and chipped a bit. So I've had a filling there a couple of times and it always falls out. Since Happy Mouth, I got the filling replaced at the back because the tooth had become so thin. And those teeth with the Happy Mouth system will bond to any filling or any work you have done so that it becomes very strong. You cannot even see it, and it will last much longer, but only the top 2 and the bottom 2. Okay, I have a lot of information. I'm trying to cram it all in. Okay, if you have a fear of the dentist, many people do. Could we talk about that and clear that? In Happy Mouth, we have our own clearing statement, and a clearing statement is simply a whole group of words that may sound very strange. They are like a shortened form of me sitting down and asking you pages of questions. We've found, and Access Consciousness has found, that if you can shorten the pages of questions down to just a few words and say those words, it will take you back to where an energy or an experience first began and actually release you from that. You see, the mouth is this rich ground, rich area for captured energies. If you've had a fall or a trauma, or you've been hit in the mouth, if you've had anything go on that's been extremely intense for you, those energies can be caught anywhere in your body, but particularly in the mouth. So you might have gone to the dentist and had a very painful experience, a scary experience. I've had the experience of going to the dentist, and in the next room, there was a teenage girl screaming and crying, "No, no, no, stop, stop, stop." And her parents going, "Oh, it's all right, hold still." And the dentist saying, "Hold still, this won't take long." And it was extremely upsetting for me. At that time, I was having an injection for pain. I was having a root canal therapy, and my body went into like a shock. None of that energy was mine. It was what was going on in the other room. So every time you sit down in the dentist chair, your body is so aware. You'll be aware of everyone that's ever been in the dentist chair, all of their fears, their doubts, their worries, their anxieties, every time you go. So let's just clear that with our own clearing statement. Everything that comes up for you when I say going to the dentist and injections and fillings and the sound of the drill and the bill at the end, how much it's going to cost you, and the blame and the shame. Oh, you've got some decay in there. Oh, can we uncreate and destroy that? Which simply means, would you be willing to let it go? From and to the highest good of all involved that benefits the oneness of the universe, A through F, all 7 systems, all 7 powers, POC, PPFs, all systems visible and invisible and beyond thereof, ad infinitum, and all Mobius strips, may they be unwound, untied, and decimated through all time and space, so that all of life may continue to come with ease, joy, and glory in holiness. Now, whether your translator that you're listening to translated that for you or not doesn't matter. Whether I said it in Swahili or Eskimo doesn't matter either. The energy is what works and what clears whatever you have stuck here. That clearing statement is actually asking you to be present now. In other words, a lot of what is causing problems with our teeth, our mouth, our money, and everything else in our lives is something in the past. Something that has occurred, and it may not even be this lifetime. It probably isn't this lifetime. Something that your body is hanging on to, a shock, a trauma, a past experience. And that is what is preventing your systems from going ahead and creating something fresh for you. There's another layer to that. The other layer is that you will be so sensitive and so aware that if people around you are having problems with their teeth and gums, now, to be honest, I married a man who had terrible teeth, had never cared for his teeth. That has an effect on your body. You, in your caring and desire to assist other people, your body could be taking some of that on. You may be taking on your parents' stuff, anyone around you. And as if we don't have enough to deal with our own mouths and our own stuff, right? So it's many layered. And well, again, I have to be honest, the 3-day Happy Mouth class is very intense because you get to release a lot of that stuff going forward. It will keep releasing for you. So let's just talk about how on earth does this relate to your money flows? Well, if in any lifetime you have, sorry, was there a question? I just heard a little noise there. No? Okay. So if in any lifetime there hasn't been enough food to eat and you have starved, this is an energy that gets caught in the mouth as well as the whole body. If in any lifetime you died because you had an infection in a tooth and you couldn't eat, or you had an accident and you couldn't chew and eat properly, that leaves a residual energy in your world. The residual energy may be, there is not enough for me, there's never going to be enough, and my very existence, my life, depends on that. It's an energy. So everything that brings up, could we uncreate and destroy it, please? From and to the highest good of all involved that benefits the oneness of the universe, A through F, all 7 systems, all 7 powers, POC, VFs, PPFs, all systems visible and invisible and beyond thereof ad infinitum, and all Mobius strips may they be unwound, untied, and decimated through all time and space, so that all of life may continue to come with ease, joy, and glory in holiness. I will send all of you that clearing statement. You don't have to worry about trying to get it down and understand my strange accent. I will also send you, we have a list of things you could be doing right now to begin changing your dental health, including toothpaste, mouthwash, various other things. So don't worry. So in any lifetime where you have had a sense of powerlessness to change your future or to change your the health of your body, that's an energy that sticks. And even if the whole idea of past lives is not agreeable to you, it's not a problem. There's enough of that in this lifetime. And the major energy for most of us, which is about limitation, is the one that says the more years you have been on the planet, or the older you are in years, the more decrepit, deteriorated, and old your body must become. And of course, it shows in your teeth. Your gums recede, your teeth wear down, they fall out, they look ugly, they get yellow, they get stained, blah, 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 yuck. What if that is not true? What if that doesn't have to happen? What if your age and years and the health and vitality of your body don't have to be intimately connected in that way? Actually, they don't. The way that our bodies, your body was designed was to be a self-generating, self-healing system. We know that occurs already with skin, bones, certain organs in the body are always generating new cells and growing. And there is a huge amount of money and research being done into regrowing arms and legs and fingers, eyes. There's a huge amount of money and research being spent on spinal cord repair. You know, if someone cuts their spinal cord or severs their spinal cord. So science is working very, very hard on what we're actually talking about with Happy Mouth. I'm just looking for where that noise is coming from. I can't see it. Okay.
Shona, we've got question as well, so when you're ready.
Oh, Susanna, yeah, fire away. I can't see you.
Okay,
but
okay. Takže já přečtu tu otázku v češtině. Zuzi, prosím, střetla jste se, Shona, někdy přímo s někým, komu narastly opět zuby do prázdných měst, zmizly někomu kazy? Okay. Did you meet any time, Shona, somebody who had a new tooth growth?
Yes.
And also who's disappeared the decade?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it takes about, thanks, that's a great question. It takes about 2 years to grow a new tooth, and the body has to be in a place or a state where it can support that. And we do have processes, verbal processes, for you to ask your body what it needs in terms of minerals, whether it's calcium, magnesium, what have you. The body's got to be well nourished. You need to have the hormones flowing through your system. Children have a lot of growth hormone. We, unfortunately, as we get older, our growth hormone tends to fall away. Now, this is not about going out and getting hormone injections. This is about asking your body, and you can ask it right now, what hormonal production do I require to be youthful, vital, and generative? And you will begin to make choices that support that. Yes, so it takes about, 2 years to grow a new tooth. We also get you to work through, do you have any decay? Do you have bone loss? How are your gums? If a new tooth is coming through, you've got to have the support structure there to keep that going. Decay. I can speak about in my own case. when I first began with Happy Mouth, it's where I had been, to be honest, neglecting my teeth. I was a single mum with my own business, raising my daughter on my own. Partly, I have to say, I didn't really have the money to go to the dentist, but partly I was like, oh no, it's been so long now, I don't want to go. I want to ignore what's happening in my mouth. So when I finally did go, my dentist took x-rays, 6 fillings. Well, even though at that time I had begun listening to Happy Mouth, I had Happy Mouth sessions on my head, but I wasn't really expecting huge things. I just was very excited and thought, wow, I'm going to try this. 6 months after I had the activations, I found a lovely new dentist that I really adore. I went to her and I said, okay, I've got the money now and I'm ready. I want to get those fillings done. And she said, you don't need any fillings. And I said, I do need fillings because my last dentist took x-rays and she showed me I have decay in my mouth. And she said, you don't need any fillings. You have some areas in your mouth that we will watch and just see how they go. So somehow between the 6 months of knowing that I needed the fillings and the x-rays and the new dentist, those cavities had filled in and disappeared. Now, I was doing all the verbal processing and the clearing as well. So yes, I can tell you because I have done it. The important thing here is that you do not do it with, I have to do this or bad things are going to happen. No matter what, I must grow a new tooth. No matter what, I have to get rid of decay. My point of view was, I just thought if you've got holes in your teeth and decay, you have to have a filling, right? Even with Happy Mouth, I wasn't quite believing. But I was willing to give it a go. And we always say with Happy Mouth, we don't require you, it is not required that you 100% believe in what I'm telling you. All that is required is that you have a belief in the possibility and a sense of excitement and enthusiasm to see, well, what can I create with my body? And so for that reason, we don't give photos of people's change. It's got nothing to do with what somebody else has been able to do. What's possible for you and your lovely body moving forward? One of the first things that begins to change for most people is gums. People who have bleeding gums, gum disease, often they get change quite quickly. Now, I said it's 21 days of activations for each set of points on the head, and then there might be another 21 days for other points and other areas. Sometimes even within that 21 days, the person gets improvement. But we don't guarantee that. It's different for everyone. How well Happy Mouth works for you depends on how willing you are to receive, how willing you are to change. And that's about your money flows as well. For most people in our reality out there, change and uncomfortableness and intensity must be avoided at all costs. That means if you're uncomfortable, get comfy, watch something on TV, have something nice to eat, play some music, go shopping, have sex, take a pill, distract yourself from your body. With Happy Mouth, we say don't distract yourself from your body. Your body is your best facilitator. It is giving you information all the time. Now, for example, what is the energy of decay? I said before that it's not always that you've been eating too many sweetie things, however, or not cleaning your teeth. The energy underlying decay is a desire to be comfortable and not put yourself out, not overextend yourself, not challenge yourself, and not start moving forward with your life. Because the energy of decay is not the energy of life. It's the energy of, oh, I'm just going to sit here. It's the energy of stagnation. Don't blame yourself or judge yourself if you have tooth decay, because it's everything you've chosen in the past. You start from today and go, okay, body, what's it going to take to change this? Where do I know that I'm really desiring change in my life, but I won't do what it takes to change what's going on. So we work through a lot of that energy in the class. One of the other energies is with gums, that we are not willing to make choices. We want to go with the flow, or I'm going to see how that works out, or I'm going to choose what, people say, I'm just going to wait till the right thing shows up. I'm just going to wait till I get that click and I know it's right. That's actually desiring no change, wanting to be comfortable. The click or the it feels right is because it matches something you've had in the past. New things are often intensely uncomfortable, even while the energy is for yes. People say, it doesn't feel light, so I'm not choosing it. Well, actually, that's not how the light and heavy thing works. If you get a sense of making a new choice, a new job, a new relationship, a new course, whatever it is, there will be an expansiveness when you use your awareness, but it won't necessarily feel nice. Change is often extremely uncomfortable while being expansive. There's a subtlety there to the energy. So the interesting thing is working with these energies with your own body starts to create huge amounts of change in what I call the outside circumstances, your money flows, your relationships, your business, and everything else. And of course, with the mouth, 80% of what's not working well with the rest of your body can be traced directly to the mouth. Digestion begins in the mouth. If your saliva is not a good pH, that is alkaline, then your food is not digesting right from the beginning. If you're not chewing well, you're not digesting well. What doesn't allow you to chew well? Well, the energies that work on the jaw and the chewing and the clenching and the grinding that most people do are all the things about the past. It's where at night we lay in bed and in our sleep we chew over, what didn't I do? What should I have done? I'm ashamed of myself. I'm guilty. I'm blaming myself. I regret. It's all about fear, doubt, sadness. All of those energies get caught here. When you get to release all of that, not only do you feel a lot happier, but everything starts to work better for you. Life becomes more of a pleasure, which it should be, than a chore or a prison. Wow. Sorry, I'm trying to pack a lot of stuff into a short time here. So one of the other energies I spoke about was choice. If you are not, how can I put it? I am naturally someone who tries to get everything right. I'm sure none of you are like that. I try really hard to make the right choice. What's going to be the best thing to choose? Especially around money. Oh no. If you can get that, it's not about getting it right. It's not about overthinking it. A lot of things can begin to change, but always trying to think things through a million different ways, always trying to get it right, getting yourself in a real, really destroys your gums and your teeth. So a lot of the activations and a lot of the processing in Happy Mouth is about getting you out of this judgment place where you're always judging you. Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right thing? With your teeth, it's really easy to see because every day, if you're cleaning your teeth, looking in the mirror, you can be judging your teeth almost out of existence. Judgment doesn't allow you to change. I really suggest that you maybe make a list of everything you'd like to change with your teeth or your body or your money, and then put that into questions. So instead of going, oh, I hate my teeth. Oh my God, they're the wrong color. I've got decay. I've got fillings. Ew. Instead, go, okay, lovely body. That's your body. What's it going to take to change the color of my teeth, the alignment of my teeth? What's it going to take to grow a new tooth? What's it going to take to change my receding gums? Then your body goes, oh, okay, it can begin to show you. The next time you reach for something that's not really good for your body, you'll get an awareness. You can change your dentist. You'll have an awareness that cleaning your teeth will help. You'll have an awareness that energies can really begin changing the solidity of your body, which is not what we're taught as we're growing up. We're taught you've got these teeth and you're stuck with them. The best you could hope for is having implants or veneers or false teeth. That's actually not true. Even though it appears solid, it can change. Do we have another question, anyone? Because no? Okay.
There is a question.
Oh,
Can
good.
we use Happy Mouse for crowded teeth? Yes.
Yes, that's what I spoke about in the beginning. Crowded teeth can be changed. It's usually slow, I'm sorry to tell you, with a highly alkaline diet. If you're going to get braces from the dentist, Happy Mouth hands-on processes and the change in diet will speed up. So, I don't know, for example, if braces normally would take 2 years, perhaps you're going to get it done in a year or 18 months using a change in diet and hands-on Happy Mouth processes. Okay, good. Another question. I'm often asked, can you change the color of your teeth? The color of your teeth, with Happy Mouth, the color of your teeth depends on what your mother ate when she was pregnant with you. So you can blame your mum. There's another thing to blame your mum for. And it is very slow to change with Happy Mouth. It is slow. We have to tell you that. And what Tom has said to me is, because see, my teeth are yellowish. The good news about yellow teeth is they're a lot stronger than really, really white teeth. He said, just get them bleached. And I said, oh no, I'm a natural health freak. And he said, it's not that bad for your body if you're really worried about it. And to be honest, after having lots of problems with my teeth and decay and having to, get teeth out, I'm just happy to have healthy teeth now. I'm not so worried about the color as I used to be. Are there any practitioners in New York area? Not sure. We have a list on our website, Roseanne, but if you maybe email me, I'll have a look for you. Here's the thing. You come to a class, you can take, like we have a short class, 3.5 hours. You learn to do sessions for tooth decay and gum disease. They are the most common issues most people have. That's called Happy Mouth Basics. You can dip your toe in with that and see how you go with it. And if you love it, you can go on and do a 3-day class, and we credit you what you've paid for the basics class off the 3-day class. You don't have to do the basics. You can go straight to the 3-day class. In the 3-day class, we give you a manual with all your instructions for growing new teeth process, gum recession process, regenerating nerve process, healing a broken chipped tooth or enamel. We have a lot of processes. They're in the manual. And then we say to you, you're welcome, Roseanne. Then we say to you, oh, but you can't do it on yourself. And you go, well, what the hell am I doing in the class? The class will assist you to clear a lot of energies. With Happy Mouth, we don't do clearing loops and run verbal processing over and over. We say about 3 times the energy is cleared. It's a very potent clearing statement. I have to come back so I don't lose track. So in the 3-day class, you get to be shown and practice the points. You do the verbal processing. It's all explained to you. We talk about fluoride. We talk about mercury, fillings. We talk about everything you could possibly imagine. Then we say to you, go home with your manual, bribe a child, ask a friend and say, will you run these points on my head for me? That's okay. We allow you to do that so that you get your systems activated. The 3-day class is a practitioner training. If you would like to be a Happy Mouth practitioner out in the world, you take the 3-day class. But it's also for people who want to change their own dental health and maybe family, friends, partner. So we have, you know, Dr. Tom has designed that for all of those purposes. Someone is asking me, can I grow back a tooth which has a crown? Great question. If you have a tooth that has a crown on it, that's a big, like a big cap, and the tooth underneath is still healthy and alive, you don't grow a new tooth there. You see, only we judge that as a bad thing. If it's healthy and functioning, the body is happy. Your body doesn't care if your teeth are not beautiful to look at. Your body cares if they're healthy, well, and they can do their job of chewing. If you want to grow a new tooth anywhere, there has to be a vacant space for the tooth to come through. Okay? And if you've got a crown on the tooth and it's healthy and well, there's no infection there, the tooth is still alive, then there's no reason to grow a new tooth there. There's one energy we haven't spoken about. One of the big energies that begins to change with getting your activations done is expression. A lot of what gets caught in the mouth and starts to affect our teeth and gums is never being able to say what is actually true for us or what's going on for us. We are brought up to never say what you really think or feel, zip it, tell people basically lies, say what you're supposed to say, don't ever express yourself. Well, that's all very well, but then that also cuts down how you would like to be in the world. You see, we say happy mouth, happy life, happy money, meaning I don't have any limitations on the vitality and health of my being. Whatever has occurred to you as a small child where people have said, be quiet, you're too noisy, stop that, don't be naughty, oh, don't say that. And we've had lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of people trying, and maybe for our own good sometimes, but trying to keep us down. Once you start to release all of those trapped energies, not only does the body begin to heal itself, so that's why we call Happy Mouth a youthening system, it's an anti-aging system, but it also means that you have a freedom in your speech, in your expression, just in being who you be. That is a very attractive quality in people. You're just honestly being who you be. That's going to increase your money flows right there, just with that. But it's like an ease suddenly in your world. So everything that doesn't allow you to express what's really going on for you, and you don't have to yell it, you don't have to scream it, just to be able to voice it even to yourself, could we uncreate and destroy that, please? From and to the highest good of all involved that benefits the oneness of the universe, A through F, all 7 systems, all 7 powers, POC-VFs, PPFs, all systems visible and invisible and beyond thereof, ad infinitum, and all Mobius strips, may they be unwound, untied, and decimated for all time and space, so that all of life may continue to come with ease, joy, and glory. And so what we're really talking about here is being able to be present in the now, not being limited by things that happened yesterday, last week, 40 years ago, 1,000 years ago. And then, well, my favorite thing is, and maybe you would all like to do it now, is just to pull energy down through the top of your head, through your body, out your feet. So it's just straight through you into the lovely earth, and then pull energy from the earth up through your body, out the top of your head, out your hands. Allow yourself to relax. Stress and anxiety are the biggest destroyers of your mouth, your body, your health, your vitality, your money flows. And really, if you look at what's going on the planet at the moment, we're at a point of the most creative possibilities that we have seen for trillions of years. Is there a lot of change going on? Yes. Is it very intense right now? Yes. Are a lot of people choosing to leave the planet right now? Yes, they are. But if you're still here right now, you could be choosing to flourish, to contribute to the earth and to the people. And if it all begins with the mouth, how does it get any better than that? Someone's asking me, does the gifter also receive while they're running the points? That's a great question. No, it doesn't work like access bars. Access bars, if you're running someone's bars, you get into a space where you just feel, whoa, fantastic, and your own points are running. Running the points on someone else's head with happy mouth, you do go into a very expanded, relaxed space, but it doesn't activate your systems. You do need to have someone run them for you on your head. Having said that, once the systems are activated, you've done your 21 days, they're done. You don't have to keep doing it. You may choose to have a session once a month because it feels good, but you never run all 17 points in one session, which is why I'm saying you may need a few 21 days because you only run about 6 points in each session. Cecilia is looking for someone who lives in Frankfurt. Well, we'll try and put people in touch with each other. With the live stream that I'm doing a couple of live streams, but the live stream for Europe will be in European time zone, CET. So I'll be starting, say it's 9 a.m. in Paris, I'll be starting at 5 p.m. here in Australia and running through about 6 or 7 hours, I guess. People will be allowed to be at home on their computers and receiving the stream. Now, I know that's not ideal. This is actually an advanced body class. The ideal would be we would have a venue massage table set up and you would be practicing the points on each other for the whole 3 days. That's the best way to learn. However, it's changing times. We're trying to do the best we can. I do suggest that you have someone on standby once a day in the 3 days of the class. I will say, for example, at 11 a.m., I will be demonstrating the points on a head here. Get someone in the room and get them to run the points on you and you run the points on them at least once a day so that you know what it feels like. There's a specific little sense when you're on the right spot. And each point's only 2 or 3 minutes, but it's amazing. So we want to get you moving with that. So get a friend in, promise them, I don't know, whatever, to just 15 minutes. Danya is saying, I am a dentist. Where can I do the course for 3 days and where can I find all the information? I'm from Romania. Yes, all the information is on this link. I think I can put it in again. No, that's not it. Could someone put the link to my website in the chat box? Now, I have a new website, shaunatikan.com. There is a translate button up in the corner. If you press it, you'll get translation in your language. The live stream will be translated into Romanian, German, Hungarian, Czech. When you take the live stream, there's no recording made of the live stream. You have to actually be on live. However, what you receive is access to a professionally filmed and recorded 3-day class with Dr. Tom Colso facilitating. You get to watch that on your computer, unlimited for 6 months. You get the manual and the information. Someone's just coming in, but they're a little bit late. Oh, thank you for putting, yeah. And you'll find, I can't do it right now because I'm on the Zoom. Anyway, how about we send it all out to everyone with the replay of this call? Translators, is there something I've forgotten to say that I should
Shona,
say?
there is
Yes?
another one, the question from Hanka. What regeneration for cleaning of root canals in the tooth and renew my gums? after I had inflammation is possible? So that's root canal and gums.
Okay, good questions. Thank you, Hanka. So a root canal tooth is a dead tooth. It has died. And what they do is they take all the pulp that used to be lovely and fresh and nerve and blood that's gone dead. They scrape all that out, clean it all out, and then they stuff filling back into it. So you have the shell of your tooth filled with filling, and then they put a cap on top of that. For most people, that's okay. However, they cannot completely sanitize and kill all the bacteria inside there. Sometimes some of that bacteria leaks out and poisons your body and your system over time. Not always, but that's sometimes what occurs. You can't do anything to regrow that tooth. It's dead, it's gone, there's nothing left. If it's healthy and well and there's no problems, we say leave it alone. If it's causing you problems, the only other thing to do is have it removed, the whole tooth, and you either get an implant or you can grow a new tooth. But it will take about 2 years to grow a new tooth there. Meanwhile, you've got to get the bone strong, the gums healthy, and be really well so that your body can actually support a new tooth coming through. If you have inflammation in your gums, we suggest a mouth rinse, and this will be in the information we will send you. A mouth rinse of original Listerine, half and half with 3% hydrogen peroxide. Swish it around your mouth, spit it out. Brush with a very soft toothbrush. Okay. Anyway, there's more information that we'll send you. That's a good start. And inflammation. Yes? No, go ahead.
There's another question in Czech chat, and there is a question about basic class. Is it possible? That's up to me in Czech language. Yes. So.
The basic class I have been asking for in Czech language for a long time. At the moment, it's only in French, Spanish, and English. But yes, we can add another language. And also the other option is, if you don't want to do the live stream or you can't, the dates are November 27, 28, 29. If you can't make it, I get it. You can just go directly and buy the 3-day replay of Dr. Tom facilitating the class. It's brilliant. The good thing about that is the people in that class asked the most fantastic questions. So it added a lot of information. And you can buy that, watch it, you get the manual. If you'd like to become a certified practitioner, there's a little exam that I've written, a little test, which shows to me that you've actually watched the class and listened to it. So you can go directly to the website, yourhappymouth.com, and buy that, if that's what you're choosing. If you buy that recording, we encourage you to come to a live class as soon as we can get a live class happening. If you do, the price to come to a live 3-day class is only $325 or $375, depending on what you've paid, US dollars. To buy the class depends on where you live, but for some people it's $1,695 US dollars. Some people it's $1,950, and some people it's $1,440. It depends on what country you're in. Yes.
Shona, please can you put these numbers in the chat or maybe in the recording of class? I just didn't.
That's fine. It's all on the website, on my website, and we'll send it to you. One more question, then we must go. Yes, Serpil, where are you? What is your question?
Here. Hi.
Hi. How did I pronounce your name correctly? How do you say it?
Yeah, it's correct. It's correct. Yeah. So my question is, thank you for this course. I'm so blown away. Can I ask in German?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Also meine Frage ist, ich habe tatsächlich morgen einen Termin beim Zahnarzt und er möchte mir den vorletzten Weisheitszahn ziehen, weil mir immer gesagt würde, ja, mein Kiefer wäre zu klein und alle Weisheitszähne müssten dann irgendwann raus.
So it's like I really do have a date with my dentist tomorrow, and he wants to put I don't know what this is, the last tooth. It's the last tooth in a row, and he wants to put it away. And it's always, I was told that this is normal, that we have to put all these last teeth away.
What do you mean, like pull them out?
Yeah.
And
I was told all my life, since I'm aware that the last teeth have to pull out because
Okay.
my mouth is too small.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Stop. Do you mean what we call the wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
The last ones at the back. It's true. Most people don't need their wisdom teeth and they don't have room for them. If your mouth is crowded, it will create problems for you if you don't have those out. Now, I'm not your dentist, so I don't know what the position in your mouth is. However, I was told when I was 18 that I needed to have mine out, and I refused, and I said, no, it's not right. I will find another way. I ended up having years of pain, years of infection. They grew this way instead of that way because there was no room. This one destroyed killed the tooth next to it. I was unwell for a very long time, and they'd gone bad and abscessed here. And that was just before I found Happy Mouth. When I finally asked my body, do you need to keep these teeth or let them go? My body was like, let them go, for God's sake. And once I had them removed, and yours aren't infected, everything changed for me. All my life started to moving forward because my stubborn, my resistance was actually destroying my life. And, I was 50 and living with my mother and no money again. I was always having all these failures with money and failures with business. Once I let go of, I must hang on, over a couple of years, my life changed. I met a wonderful man. My business started expanding. So none of that could happen for you, right?
No. No.
Okay.
Yes,
You get my
I got
point?
it.
My
Thank you.
stubborn resistance was killing my body and my life. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
I hope that assists. Thanks. That's wonderful. Okay. There is someone saying you don't have, Danya, you don't have what for the third month? Spatio. I don't understand what that is. Okay. All right, everyone. We have to go because
she doesn't have space for the third molar.
Most people don't. Most people don't have space. And there's people being born now that don't have their wisdom teeth. Yay! They're lucky. All right, we must go. So thank you, everyone. I will send all the information to you. I will download this video and you'll have the audio. And let's see what we can create and generate for happy mouths, happy bodies, happy planet. Because how happy you are is really what nature and the earth relies on. It's not the other way around. We think we draw all our happiness from the earth, but it's a two-way street. The earth draws its life force, energy, and happiness from us. So, okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, wonderful translators, Christina, Margareta, Susanna, Violetta. Thank you. See you all soon, I hope.
Thank you, Shona.
Thank you, Shona.
Thank you,
Okay,
Shona. This
you're
was
welcome.
awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Toodaloo.